Okay, YouTubian buddies, 2015 is thankfully over, which means it's time to reflect on the thing that everybody wants to know. How many of my predictions for 2015 in the NASCAR world actually came true? Let's find out. NASCAR will make a bogus rule change during the chase, even if the series it's in is not the Cup Series. That one was proven right at Talladega. You see, when the Talladega Chase race came about, there were so many crazy wrecks going on towards the ends of races. NASCAR had the brilliant idea to modify their green-white checkered rule, where at Talladega, instead of 3 attempts at a green-white checkered, it'd only be 1. Which is funny because during the race, they screwed up so badly when the Johnson spin came out, it then became 2 shots at a green-white checkered. And then Kevin Harvick fixed the race to end so he doesn't fall out of the chase. So, yeah, NASCAR, not only did you make a bogus rule change, you didn't even stick to it, and then a guy fixed the race and you didn't penalize him for it. But we'll get to that a little bit later in the video. There will be at least one ridiculous fight or skirmish started by someone associated with either Joe Gibbs Racing, Hendrick Motorsports, or Stewart-Haas Racing. Now, while I'm not surprised this prediction came true, perhaps the more surprising fact about this prediction was Hendrick nor Stewart-Haas got in on this. But Joe Gibbs Racing, as expected, being the most evil team in NASCAR, did what they did. And in the prediction video, I say they had the 1st, 2nd, and 5th most evil drivers in NASCAR. Now they have the 1st, 2nd, and 4th most evil drivers in NASCAR. They're one Kevin Harvick away from going 1, 2, 3. That's how bad they are. And ironically, there were 3 instances. 2 were caused by the same mega baddie, and the other one was caused by the one good guy on the team. Because my prediction video wasn't up for 8 hours, and Danny Hamlin already made number 9 true when he decided to rage out with Danica Patrick. And the funny part is, Danica in the past has had some unlegit beefs, but this thing with Hamlin was actually legit. I also said in the video that Hamlin would probably turn baddie in 2015. He hasn't yet, but believe me, with his stunt of trying the free Matt campaign, because he's the one that started it, which, by the way, is unlegit, he's probably going to be a baddie this year. That's going to be one of my predictions for 2016. Spoiler alert. But anyway, leave it to everyone's favorite coward to cause the other incidents. Matt Kenseth has become one of the ultimate mega baddies. I don't mean a regular baddie or just a regular mega baddie, but mega baddie. That's how bad this is. In fact, he was in 5th place at the start of the year in the baddie rankings. Now he's 2nd. That's how bad it is. It is so ridiculous what he did. His Kansas thing with Joey Logano. Kenseth, you blocked. It's your fault for blocking. Do not try and blame the other guy for trying to win the race. That is on you, Kenseth. And then Martinsville happened. Kenseth decided, what should I do? Should I prove myself an idiot again? Or try and be an honorable person for once in my life? Let's go with the idiot card. No. And the fact that Martinsville had troll fans that day is very upsetting, because that's one of my home tracks. Which means we're going back to the late 90s, where crashes is the main thing people want to see races for. But anyway, Kenseth doing that once again certifies him as an ultimate mega baddie and a flat-out coward. Kenseth has been idiotic towards so many drivers, it's not funny. Think of this. He's proved himself a coward against a NASCAR dozen member, Brad Keselowski. He's managed to anger a high-level good guy, Tony Stewart, at least twice. He's managed to piss off a neutral, Kyle Petty. If I remember correctly, I think he's also had one incident with Ryan Newman in the past. He's managed to anger a low-level baddie like Joey Logano, and he's even managed to piss off a fellow mega baddie with Jeff Gordon. You have covered every single spectrum of possible driver categories in terms of fans' trust levels. That's how bad you are, Matt Kenseth. That's why you're a fucking coward. All this other stuff, Gordon shoves you, she goes, ooh. And then you said, Brad has his back towards me. Let me go get him and do something. No, forget it. Kenseth, you're a coward. Just forget it. You're an ultimate pest and an ultimate screw-up. And I will not be surprised if a great majority of the drivers will go after your head this year. And at this point, it doesn't even matter if Keselowski or Logano or Stewart or Newman is a part of that group. Because believe me, I have heard the Scandal 43 things and the Race Hub's radioactive things. There will be other drivers coming after you. Because face it, Matt Kenseth, you're a pest, you're a lowlife, you're lousy, you're stupid, you're moronic, and you are the ultimate definition of coward. But anyway, number 9, proven true. And it's probably going to happen again because of, who else? Kenseth. The fact that Carl Edwards and Kyle Busch didn't cause much of an issue this year, besides Kyle winning the championship unjustly, is kind of a shock as well. But, hey, if Kenseth wants to be an idiot, let him be an idiot. As long as we get him out of the sport. There will be 2 first-time winners in each National Series of NASCAR. Now, even though technically this prediction was 2/3 accurate, the fact that it was 1/3 inaccurate still makes it an inaccurate prediction. I said that there would be 2 first-time winners in each series. Now, the Xfinity Series held up its end of the bargain with Eric Jones and Ryan Reed getting their first wins, even though the Ryan Reed one was kind of questionable due to NASCAR's policies of the past. And the Truck Series not had just 2, but 5 different first-time winners. Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano, Christopher Bell, John Hunter Nemechek, and John West Townley. Wait, is that right? Oh wait, Busch Country, of course. But the Cup Series actually did not have a first-time winner. That's very intriguing, because I thought, and it could have happened at Homestead if NASCAR decided, we don't want to give Brad Keselowski any chance of winning the race, we gotta screw him, even if it means screwing Kyle Larson as well. And yes, that's exactly what happened. So you denied Kyle Larson a possible chance for his first win that way. And there was no miracle winners in the restrictor plate races either. So, yeah, because the Cup Series had no first-time winners, that prediction was actually inaccurate. There will be one unsuspecting driver who will make the chase. Now, I said in the video there would be one unsuspecting driver who will make the chase. Now, personally, I think there were 2 who unexpectedly make the chase. That'd be Paul Menard and Jamie McMurray. So, depending on what you believe is an unsuspecting driver, I believe I'm right, especially Paul Menard. And another thing is that I think it was pretty unsuspecting of Martin Truex Jr. to make the Final 4. And actually, he was my pick to win the championship. All because I wanted the other 3 to not win it. But yeah, that prediction did come true. There was a few unsuspecting drivers in the chase, whether it be McFlurry or Menard making the chase, or Martin Truex Jr. making it to the final round. So that one came true. There will be at least 3 illegitimate penalties, and at least one of them will be against Brad Keselowski. You have no idea how accurate this prediction was. Because depending on point of view, This prediction is already right regardless. Now, there were actually, in my bank, 4 ultimate screw-up penalties. Now, the first one is debatable depending on your position, and that's the Matt Kenseth suspension. Because here's the thing. If you're pro-coward or pro-dirty driving, then you disagree with NASCAR and their 2-race suspension because you thought it was too harsh. If you're pro-legit or clean racing, then you're against NASCAR and their 2-race suspension because it was too light. So NASCAR ultimately screwed up that penalty because you put yourselves in a position to try and satisfy everybody where you end up pissing everybody off, NASCAR. And now people either like Kenseth and his cowardice or despise Kenseth and his cowardice even more than before the Logano incidents. That's how bad you made that. And on the slight chance that you actually agree with the other thing, the prediction still comes true because there were still 3 other unlegit penalties, and one of them was against Brad Keselowski. Now, the first one doesn't involve Keselowski. But do you remember the Chicago Xfinity race? Remember that ultimate screw-up where NASCAR said, pit road open, and everyone hears pit road open, and then all but a few cars come down pit road, but that's because the flag guy was waving the red flag to signal pits aren't open. So, after that was discovered and basically made aware publicly by Brendan Gaughan on his radio, NASCAR had the brilliant idea to penalize all the drivers who pitted. So essentially, NASCAR is telling us that the flag guy next to the entrance of pit road, waving that flag, has more priority over the call of the rule than the booth itself with the idiots at NASCAR controlling it. Basically, 22 cars just got screwed because the flag guy has more priority than the entire officiating area of the booth. That's how bad that was. And then we had the Talladega Chase race where Kevin Harvick manipulated the ending by raking Trevor Bayne, causing a big one, causing a caution right before Junior can get to Logano, essentially screwing both Junior and Denny Hamlin out of the chase, and letting Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch get into the next round. Does NASCAR penalize Harvick at all? No, they did not. And oh boy, did I make a rant against that because of the Bowyer thing, where Truex got screwed because of something Bowyer did. So essentially, Junior and Hamlin got screwed because of something Harvick did. Where's the legitimacy in that? Alright, that's 2 BS penalties. Let's go for the last one. And there was one against Brad Keselowski. Do you remember the New Hampshire race? The restart between Keselowski and Greg Biffle. Biffle lets up a little bit, coming to the restart line. The green flag is thrown and Keselowski goes. Essentially, Biffle still gets past Keselowski going into turn 1 and turn 2, and NASCAR has the brilliant idea to black flag Keselowski to screw him out of a possible chance for a win. That's right, NASCAR, you screwed up even more than what I said was going to happen. You caused 4 unlegit penalties, and as I knew it, one of them was against Keselowski for your own malicious purposes. That's right, NASCAR. Keep proving me right. Keep proving me right. Regardless of how they do, the NASCAR on NBC crew will get bashed for poor coverage. And everyone's going to say NASCAR on Fox is better. Munch, 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 munch. For the record, that's my Pokemon expression for me eating crow. And by the way, this Pokemon's called Murkrow. Anyway, the reason why I did that is because not only was that prediction actually wrong, I'm actually happy about it. Now, I've taken a look at comments regarding NASCAR and NBC's coverage. It turns out the vast majority actually liked NBC's coverage, and not only that, they actually preferred their coverage over Fox's. I can't believe that. Because I've been used to years hearing people saying, oh, Fox is the greatest thing on television. You should like it too. Oh, NASCAR and Fox is excellent. They got the greatest coverage ever. And believe me, it's annoying as hell. But the fact that not only did NBC outdo Fox like I expected them to, the fans went along with it. It's so amazing. It makes me happy that people finally see what I'm seeing. And that definitely makes me a very happy race fan. Finally knowing that the broadcast for NASCAR in the future can and will be saved by NBC. As Fox finally goes downhill. Like I always knew they would always go. And it makes me happy that the fans are finally seeing that Fox was never the superior broadcast format they always thought they were. And I'm hoping for more of this in the future. There was a prediction long ago that the Truck Series would never have a repeat champion. Matt Crafton broke that streak. And I think he's going to make more history. Matt Crafton is the most consistent driver in the last, I would say, 3 to 4 years in the Truck Series. That's why I have the belief that if he has another season like he has the past 2 seasons with next to no struggles, he will be this year's champion in the Truck Series as well. Phoenix, enough said. I will not predict Crafton as truck champion ever again. After the stun he pulled during that race. The number 3 prediction pertains to the Xfinity Series and my prediction to who that champion's going to be. I don't have a specific driver, but I will make the prediction you'll be a first-time champion. My prediction was true, even though my personal pick as to who I thought was going to succeed in that prediction did not happen. Because in the video I said if there was going to be a first-time winner, it was probably going to be Regan Smith. I was way off on that one. It ended up being Chris Buescher, a Roush driver. So even though my prediction was right and I'm happy about that, I'm not exactamundo happy about who it was. The number 2 prediction pertains to my Cup Series prediction. Once again, I do not have a specific driver. I have a couple of hopefuls. But I'm just going to be flat out. The 2015 champion will come from Hendrick Motorsports. So not only did a Hendrick driver not win a championship, it ended up being one of the 3 Gibbs Mega Baddies, and it was the one who didn't even run all the races. And that infuriates me. Which actually ends up coming to my number 1 prediction, actually. The 2015 chase will make a good majority of people who watch Sprint Cup Series racing only ditch NASCAR altogether after the season. The comments that I have seen in NASCAR's videos, easily by itself, has proven this prediction correct. You will not believe how many fans, even before the season ended, said they don't want to watch NASCAR anymore because of the stuff they have pulled. Lack of legit penalties, lack of legit punishment, bogusness against certain drivers. NASCAR's attempt to fix things so their guys can get whatever they want. And the fact that fans feel disrespected with what NASCAR has become. NASCAR said one thing a few years ago, but then refuses to do the same thing because they don't want the good guys benefiting over their bad guys. A low-level baddie was raged out by a mega baddie. And the mega baddie got a suspension that nobody agreed with in either direction. Certain drivers were getting penalized for no reason, so that they're not NASCAR's guys. And the bogusness that has happened in 2015 alone has made a lot of fans swear off NASCAR, especially the Cup Series, like I knew it would. The 2015 season was arguably one of the worst years, if not the worst year, in NASCAR Cup Series history. That's how bad it was. You had a guy who only competed in 2/3 of the season win the championship. Nobody has run less than all the races and won the championship since 1971. The year before, the legit points format that we all know and love that existed until the creation of the bogus chase format came up. I thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's see, by my calculations, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 predictions correct. That means only 4 were incorrect, which is better because in 2014 I only got 1 prediction correct. And now it's time for me to think about what I think is going to happen in 2016. And that video will be up in the future. Thank you guys for watching. This is Ultimate 23 Dragon. That's my final answer.
He's right there. He's shoving the ball. He doesn't want to touch you, man. Just want to touch you.